Hello my dear children, today we are going to study about decimal numbers, the expansion form of a decimal number, and how can we compare two decimal numbers, which is greater, which is small, then if the given decimal numbers are equal to each other, then how can we convert decimal numbers, that means into smaller units into bigger units, that is millimeter, how can we convert into centimeter or meter or kilometer. Then what is the use of decimal numbers in our daily life. Then how can we write the expanded form of a decimal number. Then how can we add the decimal numbers or subtract the decimal numbers. What is the use of decimal numbers in our daily life. Okay. Decimals. We know that. What is a decimal number? If you are writing a number with a point, that will be the decimal number. Then, in case of 0.7, it's a decimal number. That means the value is less than 1 because before decimal point here, we can see 0. Then, there is no a whole number. That means a full we will not get. That 0.7, we know. After the point 110, then place values will be like this way. Hundreds, then thousands, then 10,000s and so on. Here will be the decimal. Okay. Then here will be, according to our counting number, here will be ones, then tens, then hundreds. Can you see? Yeah. Hundreds, thousands and so on. Okay. Then, now, here we know 187.139. What is its meaning? An object cut into 10 pieces. Among these 10 pieces, we got only one piece. Here, an object cut into 100 pieces. Then, among these 100 pieces, we got total 13 pieces. And such way. Clear? Then, we can say that this is the form of a decimal number. After the point, all decimal values, after this decimal point, the values will be less than 1. Less than 1. Okay? The value of a decimal, after the decimal, if there is no number, okay? If there is no number, before this decimal point, before the point, if 0 is there, and then the value is less than 1. That means for this 0.7, an object cut into 10 pieces. Among these 10 pieces, we got only 7 pieces. That means we didn't get a full piece. But here we can say, I got 187 pieces and one cake cut into 1000 pieces. Among these 1000 pieces, I got 139 pieces. Clear? Now we can write the expanded form. Example 287.193. How can we write? We know this is 7 times 1. 8 times 10. 2 times 100. That means 2 times 100. How can we write this one in the expansion form? 2 times hundreds. This is ones place, tens place, hundreds place. Okay. Ones, tens, hundreds. Clear. Then according to this one, this is tens. T-E-N-T-H-S. This is hundreds. H-U-N-D-R-E-D-T-H-S. This one is thousands. That means T-H-O-U-S-A-N-D-T-H-S. Thousands. This means 1 on 10. This is 1 on 100 and this one will be 1 on 1000. Clear you? Then this one, how can we write this in the form of a decimal expanded form? Then 2 times 100 plus 8 times 10 plus 7 times 1. Okay, this much. Plus this point will be there. 1 into 1 in tens. What is that? 1 on 10. Clear? Plus 9. 9 times 9 hundreds. 1 on 100. Then plus, here this is thousands. That means 1 on 1000. So here the number digit is 3. 3 times 1 on 1000. This is the expanded form of this 287.193. How can we convert this into standard form? That means in this form is known as standard form. This type of forms are known as expanded form. Then here we know first 2 times 100, 200 plus 8 times 10, 80 plus 7 times 1, that is 7. Then plus 1 times 1 on 10, that is equal to 1 on 10 itself, plus 9 on 100 plus 3 on 1000. Clear? Then this one we can write it as 200 plus 80 plus 7, 287. Then after that tens, hundreds, thousands, like that way. So how can we do? Point or plus. Now we can write to plus. Then 1 on 10 we can write it as 0.1. Okay. 9 on 100 we can write it as 0.09. 2 zeros are there. So we have to push 2 digits after this decimal point. Then here 3 on 100. 3 zeros are there. So after the decimal point, we have to push there 3 digits. But here 3 is there. Before that we can keep the 2 zeros also. That means 2 digits are there now. Think about, if it is 300, the value will be 0.3 itself or 0.3 itself. But at the time, this and this will be in another way. This 3 should be there in hundreds, thousands place. Here ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Okay. So 3 should be there in thousands place. Here 9 should be there in hundreds place. 9 should be there in hundreds place. That is tens, hundreds. Here 110. 1 should be there in tens place. So 1 tens. Clear? So 0.003. After that we can add all this. That is 287 plus 0.193. 287 plus 0. 287 plus 7 itself. Then 0.193. This is the answer. 193. How can we read it after the decimal point? We have to say that digit by digit. That is, before the decimal point, we can say that 287. But after the decimal point, we have to say digit by digit. That is 193. Okay. Now we can discuss about the use of decimals in case of weight. We know that we can say that 7.5 kilometer. This is the use of point or decimal numbers in weight. Kilogram, gram, milligram. All these are in weight, units of weights. Okay. So here we know 1000 gram is equal to 1 kilogram. 1000 gram is equal to 1 kilogram. So 1 gram will be 1 on 1000. 1 on 1000 means here 1000 gram will be 1 kilogram. So we know that is equal to 1000 gram. This 1000, among this 1000 we are getting only one. Only one. So at the time what is going to happen? Here kilograms also will be out of 1000. 1 only will be there. So that is equal to, how can we write this one in decimal? That is 0.001 kilogram. So we can say 1 gram will be 0.001 gram. Okay. Then what another one is 75 gram will be 75 on 1000 kilogram. So we can write this one as 0.075 kilogram. Then next one 750 gram. That will be 750 on 1000 kilogram. So that is equal to 0.750 kilogram. Clear? In case of length, we know 10 millimeter will be 1 centimeter. So, we can say 1 millimeter will be 1 on 10 centimeter. That is equal to 0.1 centimeter. Only 1 0. So, after the decimal point, we have to keep the 1 digit from here. Okay. Then, next will be 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter. So, we can say 1 centimeter is equal to 1 on 100 meter. That means 0.01 meter. Clear? Next, 1000 meter will be 1 kilometer. So, we can say 1 meter will be how much kilometer? 1 on 1000 kilometer. That is equal to 0.001 kilometer. Okay. That means actually here 10 millimeter will make 1 centimeter. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now we can say this is 10 millimeter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 millimeter. Now we can say we got 1 centimeter. Then actually this one here 1 centimeter is there. Then we can say this is equal to 1 millimeter now. So this 1 millimeter will be equal to 1 on 10 now actually. This is 1 on 10, 2 on 10, 3 on 10, 4 on 10, 5 on 10, 6 on 10, 7 on 10, 8 on 10, 9 on 10, 10 on 10. 10 on 10 will be 1. That will be 1 centimeter. So actually this 1 millimeter we can write it as 1 on 10 centimeter. Okay, 1 on 10. This was the 1 centimeter. This 1 centimeter we have cut into 10 pieces. Among these 1 piece only. Okay, that is 1 on 10 centimeter. So we can say that will be equal to 0.1 centimeter. That means actually this is 1 millimeter. Then this is 2 millimeter, 3 millimeter. So we can write this one in the form of 1 on 10, 2 on 10, 3 on 10. Okay, 4 on 10. Then this is 1 millimeter. This will be 2 millimeter. This will be 3 millimeter. 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter, 3 millimeter, 4 millimeter and so on. So we can say this and this will be equal. 4 millimeter and 4 on 10 centimeter will be equal. 3 millimeter, 3 on 10 centimeter, 2 millimeter, 2 on 10 centimeter and such way 1 millimeter will be equal to 1 on 10 centimeter. That will be equal to 0.1 centimeter. Okay. And for in case of paise and rupees, we know that 100 paise will be 1 rupee. So, we know that 1 paise will be equal to 1 on 100 rupees. That means we are converting paise and in case of rupees. Paise is the smallest unit and rupees is the bigger unit. So, we can say when we are converting this paise to rupees, we have to divide by 100. Then in case of gram, 1 gram is equal to 1 on 100,000 kilogram. 1 on 1000. That means when we are converting gram into kilogram, we have to divide by 1000. Then in case of meter and centimeter, 1 centimeter will be 1 on 100 meter. So we have to divide centimeter by 100. We will get meter. Okay. That means when we are converting smaller units to bigger units, that means paise to rupees, gram to kilogram, centimeter to meter, we have to divide there. That means By 100 we will get rupees. By 1000 we will get kilogram. By 100 we will get meter. Things of different units, okay. Then in case of another one, that means rupees, when we are converting to paise, this in case of here, rupees is the higher unit and paise is the smaller unit. That means when we are getting 100 paise, we will get 1 rupee. So we have to multiply by that. That means 5 rupees. We know that rupees 5 is equal to 5 times 100 paise. That means 500 paise. So we have to multiply by that. When we are converting a bigger unit to smaller unit. Then in case of kilogram, if we are converting to gram, we have to multiply by 1000. Then in case of meter, when we are converting to centimeter, we have to multiply by 100. That means here we are converting higher units to smaller units. Here higher units to smaller. Here also meter to centimeter. We have to multiply by that. Then in case of smaller units to higher units, we have to divide that. Then when we are doing vice versa, that means higher units to counting down, that means not counting down, actually that will be equal also, but in case of units, only in case of units. When we are converting greater unit to the smallest unit, we have to multiply by that. Multiply by 10 or 1000 or 10,000 or 10 lakh, anyway. Clear? So first we have to understand what is the relation between each units. In case of paise and rupees, 100 is the multiplication and division number. Okay, multiply or divide by 100. In case of gram and kilogram, in which unit we have to convert? If we are to convert smaller to higher unit, we have to divide. Then in case of kilogram to gram, we have to multiply. Clear? That means when we are converting lower units to higher units, we have to divide. Lower units to higher units, we have to divide, and higher units to lower units, we have to multiply. Clear? Now another one, operations. That means only plus and minus. This you already studied in the last year. Now we can recall that. That is 2.85 plus 6.70. How can we add? Or 7. How can we add this one? Here 2 ones place digit, 8 tens place digit, 5 hundredths place digit. We have to add the 6.7. Here 6 is in ones place. So write down this 6 under the above number 2 is in place of ones. So just under that 2 we have to write that 6. Here in this number 6 is in ones place. Then 0.7. Here 0.7 is in tens place. Here tens place. Maybe most of you will write like this way. 6.5. Not like this way. Point we have to keep there in one line itself. That means straight line itself. Here 1 point, here 1 point, and so on. Clear? So here point will be there in one line. Then here 6 will be there in ones place. Here 2 is in ones place, 6 is in ones place. Here 7 is in tens place. Here 8 is in tens place. If there is one more number, example 3 will be there. Now 3 is in hundreds place. So we can write this 3 under this 5. Here 5 is carrying hundreds place. So then we have to add that. Then 5 plus 3, 8. Then 8 plus 7, 15. Don't write 15 here. Write only 5 as usual. Then 5. Then 1 will be there. Okay. Then keep the point here itself. Then 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 6, 9. 9.58. Same like that way in case of subtraction also. Then that is example 7.69 subtracted by 3.1. How can we do? Here 7.69. Then subtraction. 3 is in ones place. Point will be there in same line. 1 is in tens place. Here 6 in tens place. So 1 will be there. To avoid the mistake, we can keep there 1 0. Okay. Then 9 minus 0, 9. Then 6 minus 1, 5. Point. Now, I think it is easy for you to understand. Now, point are in one line itself. So, 7 minus 3, 4. So, this is the answer. Clear? It's very easy. I think now you got the idea about decimal numbers. Okay. Thank you.